Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is FlossTube number 21 and this is my update for January 2025. In today's video I'm going to be going over my normal cross stitch updates, what I've been up to throughout December and also just for this start of January, and I am also going to be having the second half of the video as a little finish parade, and when I say little finish parade, it's a very little finish parade. I only had 2 finishes during 2024, so I'm going to bulk it out a little bit by just going over some of the finishes that I've had since 2022 as well. So when I kind of dropped off of FlossTube, just because I thought about it, and there's a few projects that I finished that I never got to actually share and talk about, so we're going to do that today. But first of all, I did want to just say a massive thank you for everybody that watched my last video and subscribed. I was so shocked. I had like a bit of an influx in subscribers, and we have actually gone over 1,000 subscribers now. So thank you so much to everybody that's joined, and welcome. Yeah, it was a massive surprise. I didn't expect it at all. I don't know if it's because it was a whip parade and people love a whip parade, or I don't know what it was. I have no idea, but I'm very grateful. So thank you very much if you watched that video, you enjoyed it and you wanted to watch more, and click subscribe. I do want to do some sort of giveaway or something for that milestone, but I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm still trying to figure out what it is that I want to do. It will be a giveaway, but it's just I want to decide what it is that I want to give away. When I did my last giveaway, I just gave away gift cards, which is good. I think that it's obviously a bit more simpler. I can just get your email address and send the gift card to you, and also you get to pick what you want, so I know that people are getting something that they'll use. But it is really boring, isn't it? It's super boring just to get a gift card. So I'm gonna have a think. I did actually see, I was watching Stitch by Liz, her FlossTube, and I really loved what she did. So what she did was just basically come up with like a few different packs of either like a floss drop or like a floss palette with some scissors and a needle minder, and she had like a few of those and they each had a different theme. So something like that might be quite fun, but I just love the idea of just making a little gift bag, a little goodie bag for somebody, and sending it off to them. So like I say, I'm gonna have a think. If there's anything that you've sort of seen before that people do away for giveaways that was a really good idea, please let me know. I'm open to any ideas, or if there's anything where you're like, come on Beth, like we don't have enough needle minders, like anything like that. If there's anything that you think of that you think would be a good idea for a giveaway, I'm open to suggestions, so please let me know. And now on to some stitching. So the first project that I worked on since my last video is Final Fantasy VII. Oh, I've just dropped the needle. I've found it. It was on my lap. It's okay. That's staying on the side. So this is Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I made quite a lot of progress on this one really. I've done a full page just down here. So the last time that I showed it, it sort of cut off here. So all of this I've done. It took me about a week and a half, I think it was. So yeah, I've made some decent progress on it. It was quite nice actually to do that page. I am sort of wondering to myself, is it worth, whenever I work on it, saying right, do a page, because I think I've got about 11 pages left. So if I could do a page a month, then I could make a lot of progress in 2025, maybe even finish it, but we'll see. I had said that I did want to have done 50% of it by the end of 2024. I think I got to like 48 point something %. So it was pretty much 50%, but not quite. I'm stitching this one on 18 count and I'm using 2 strands over 1 thread. The needle minder is this cute little dinosaur there, and it is from Stitchy Ferret. I love her shop, and the reason that I picked this needle minder for this pattern is because she loves Final Fantasy VII. So I can't remember how we got onto it, but I think she may have seen it on my Instagram, and she sent me a message because it was when one of the games was just coming out, so she was messaging me about it. So yeah, I decided to use one of her products on it, and I love the cute little dinosaur there. He's so sweet. So yeah, good amount of progress, I think, on this one, and like I say, hopefully we can make even more throughout the rest of the year. The next piece I worked on was the Meadow. This is kitted by Bothy Threads and the pattern is from Rendell Designs, and I actually managed to finish this one. So this was my last finish of 2024. Is it me, or does that look really grubby, or is it just the, oh, it is a little bit grubby. Okay, it's gonna need a wash. I think it might be my hoop. I think my hoop, that hoop tends to leave some marks, so I probably need to wash the hoop. But yeah, this is the finished piece. I don't need to show you what the finish will look like. I can show you where I was last time. I actually can't remember. I don't think I had done an awful lot. I think it was just sort of like up to the rabbit's head, and maybe a little bit of the flowers here. But when I did my last video, my good friend Emma XStitching, she sent me a message basically saying, come on Beth, like, she started this. So when she started this, I sent her a message like, oh, I'm doing that pattern as well. She has since finished that, but it's not like she finished it recently, like she finished it over a year ago. So she has like overtaken me, plus had a year to enjoy it. So so she was like, come on, like, get a move on. So I did. I took her advice. That did really motivate me, to be fair. And I did a good stint on it, and then I had put a poll on my Instagram to say, what do you guys think I should do? Should I take my time and leave this one for a bit, or should I power through and just finish it? The vast majority of people said to finish it, and I am actually really glad that I did. So yes, we've got one marked off. I think we all love a finish. Like, it is nice just to, I don't know, for this one as well, because it had been one of my whips for quite a long, it's one of my oldest whips, so I started it in 2021. So yeah, it is really nice to have it finished. And I really liked working on the bee over here. I think it's so cute. So this one was mainly crosses, and then there is a bit of back stitch, so with like the whiskers and some of the wheat and stuff. But yeah, such a cute finish. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one, but it might be quite nice. My stepmom suggested I could finish it as a cushion, because I did that with one of my previous Rendells. Let me go get it, I'll be 1 second. It is slightly misshapen now and a bit crinkled, but yeah, this was Afternoon Nap that I did quite a few years ago, and I just finished it as a cushion cover. So it might be nice to have another one similar with the Meadow. So yeah, that might be what I do. So like I said before, I powered through, I finished that whip, and at this point it was the 17th of December when I finished it. So I was actually starting to feel a little bit festive and a little bit Christmassy. So I just really wanted to stitch on something that was Christmassy. I don't have any cross stitch patterns that are Christmassy, but I did recently get an embroidery kit. So I know this is slightly different, it's not cross stitch, but I feel like it's cross stitch adjacent. So this is the kit that I got. I've got the kit here. It's from a shop called Whimperous Embroidery, and I adore her kit. So I have previously stitched one of these, and that is the finished pattern. It's so beautiful, and I just love, look at the little orange slices, they're so cute. And the stars, I think it was the stars that sold me on it. It is so cute. So yeah, I did make a really good start on it, to be honest. So this is where I've got a needle minder here. This one was from my friend Jess, Cross Stitch Jess. She bought that for me for my birthday. But yeah, I made a decent start on it, I would say. So I sort of did the pine leaves, started the bow, and I did actually do a couple of the orange slices as well, because I just couldn't help myself. But yeah, so I worked on this up until Christmas, because then after Christmas I was like, oh, I'm not feeling it now, like it's not Christmas anymore. So I've put it away, and I will be finishing it next year. I will probably start it maybe like October, November time, to hopefully have it finished for Christmas, just in that lead up. But yeah, it's honestly, if you ever did fancy trying embroidery, I cannot recommend these kits enough. So I've got it here so I can show you some of the things that come in it. First of all, the booklet is amazing. So she kind of, I don't want to show too much, but she does teach you how to do the stitches. She gives a recommended order in which to stitch it. And the quality is just amazing. Like, it's a proper booklet. I have had some in the past where it's printed on an A4 sheet of paper, which is fine, I'm not complaining, but it's just more to say that there's a lot of care and good quality that goes into these kits. So yeah, so there's that. You get all your threads on, I don't know what this is called, but whatever it is, on a thread holder, you get all of those. And in some previously, I did actually have kind of like full DMC skeins. You also get 2 needles, 2 embroidery needles. And one thing that you get, which I think goes above and beyond, and I've never seen in a cross stitch kit or any other kind of kit, is this. And this Neve from Wimpress Embroidery calls it a game changer. I think I've seen them with some other names as well. I think I've seen hoop backs and hoop butts and stuff like that, but it is basically that. So you put it on the back of it. Let me 1 second. I'll just show you, it's easier. So this was the previous kit that I did from Wimpress Embroidery. Look at that. Oh, it's stunning. That is just me in a nutshell. Like, the moons, the flowers, the pastels. This is Beth. A manifestation of me. So yeah, so I did the game changer back. So you literally just kind of slot it into the back of the hoop and it keeps all of your fabric all tight in there. So yeah, it is a really like quick and easy way of finishing, and that comes included in the kit, which I just think is absolutely amazing. So yeah, sorry to go off on a little non-cross stitch tangent, but I feel like these sorts of things are relevant for cross stitch because we finish on hoops as well. So yeah, going back to this, I am super duper excited. One thing that it comes with as well is actually 2 pieces of fabric. So yeah, fantastic. I cannot praise them enough. They're amazing kits. But anyway, so I am so excited to get this done next year. I hope I remember. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll remember. But yeah, it is just beautiful and so nice to work on as well. As much as I love cross stitch, the thing I like with embroidery is that I feel like you make more progress. I'm quite a slow cross stitcher. So with embroidery, I sort of feel like it's a bit quicker, which is nice. So after I got Christmas out of the way, I was ready to go back to cross stitch, and the project that I chose was my Northern Lights project. I keep that one in this project bag. Well, I won't be anymore because spoiler alert, I've actually finished it. But yeah, this was put my teeth in. This is a project bag from Cross Stitch Jess, which I think goes really nicely with the whole sky theme of Northern Lights. But let me show you the finished piece. Oh, it's upside down. We're a professional over here. Ta-da! Oh my goodness. Oh, I love the way it looks like on camera here. Oh wow, the colours just pop so nicely. I am chuffed to bits with this one. And again, I'm really glad that I managed to get it finished. One of my oldest whips again. It's from 2021. So yeah, I am really pleased with it. One thing that I'm maybe not so pleased with, and that I've probably learned from, I think that sort of when you've stitched for quite a long time and you work on an old whip, you can sort of see like the things that you've learned from. So with this one, I did this with 3 strands, which I love the coverage, it's great. But I do sometimes think the stitches do look a little bit messy with 3 strands. Also, I did a slight colour change, and you might not, so you can sort of see it there. Can you see where this bright green here, there, it does stand out a bit more, but in the way that it kind of doesn't really flow as well with the other colours on the actual pattern. If you wanted to do this and you do the called for colours, that green doesn't stick out as much, it flows much nicer. And that was because I really wanted to try Etoile threads. That was great pronunciation, Beth. And they are basically like sparkly threads, so it's like it's not metallic thread, but it's just got a little bit of sparkle in it, because I was hoping that that would come through. It doesn't really come through. Oh, okay, I guess it does a bit more in person if you look for it. But yeah, I don't think it was worth it. It was, I mean, it was an experiment. Wasn't quite worth it. I think it would have been nicer if the colours flowed a bit nicer, but from far away you can't tell as much. So yeah, there is a little bit of, oh, was that the back? That's the back. Oh my god. I was like, what's that big line? Not really paying attention properly, am I? Anyway, here we go. This is it. So I wonder how long I had it showing the back for. Oh god, that's embarrassing. That's so embarrassing. Okay, right, we've got it the right way now. Yeah, from far away you can't really tell as much. And I would like to frame this one. I think I mentioned it in my last video. I'd like to frame it. I'll probably put it in this room. So yeah, I think it's sounding like I need to have like a fully finished marathon, which might be quite fun to vlog maybe, especially if I'm doing some different kinds of finishes. If I have a frame, a pillow, I'm sure, I think, yeah, I've definitely got more, which we'll go through in the finish parade. So yeah, that might be my next vlog that I do maybe, but we'll see. Let's just look at it one last time. The right way around this time. Yeah, I'm so happy with that. Okay, so we are moving into the last whip that I worked on now, and it is being housed in this fantastic project bag that I talked about in my last video. This is from Stitch Mania Stash. If you didn't see that, definitely go and check it out because this actually glows in the dark, so it's really, really cool. Shall we see if it will do it now? Hey Google, turn off switch 1 and 2. Oh, I can see that it is. Can you guys see? Does it show up? I don't think it is. Google, turn on switch 1 and 2. There we go. Okay. And the project that I am working on from in here is this one. So this is Books Are Magic by Counting Puddles. This was a new start, which was super exciting. And I have made a pretty decent start. So let me have a look at my stats. I started this on the 3rd of January and today is currently the 11th. I've completed 2,120 stitches on it and we're over a third of the way. So we're over 30, I think it's 34% that I've done. So I had a really, really good start on this one. The needle minder here is a new one as well. I got this one for my birthday from my friend Alice, and it is from a shop called Kate Blandford, I believe. Here it is. I kept the card. So yeah, Kate Blandford there on Etsy, and I love that. Again, it's so me. Very, very me. We love a moon and a bat. But yeah, I am loving working on this project. So I've done like the first open book. We've got a few of the flowers here, and then this start down here is the start of the pile of books that are under here. I am going to take a break from this now because I do want to pace myself on it because I do love it, so I don't want to finish it super duper quickly. But I do think what I'm probably going to do is maybe do this one book here, then I think I'm going to go back up and do some of the flowers and make a start on the back stitch. I kind of want to mix and match what I do, so do like a little bit of the full coverageness down here, do a little bit of the back stitch, and just sort of, yeah, pace myself over all of it. That's the plan anyway. We will see how it goes. I haven't spoken about the fabric. This fabric I am so impressed by. So my lovely friend Jess, I've mentioned her a couple of times in this video. She is Cross-Stitch Jess on both Instagram and on YouTube, but she basically took this fabric. It's a 32 count petrol even weave from Lakeside Needlecrafts, and the Lakeside one is like this greeny tealy colour just by itself, And then when it comes to all this mottling here, that is what Jess did for me. So she was thinking of doing it for herself. She was dyeing another piece of fabric with this darker colour. So she just basically said, whilst I'm there, I'll just do it for you. And I was like, oh, okay, well, tell me what I owe you. Like, I'll send you, I'll buy it off you, basically. If you want to make it, make a decision if you want to use it or not. If you don't, I'll buy it off you. She just sent it me. She was like, here you go. And I was like, okay, well, can I at least pay for the postage? And she was like, nope, it's done. So she very, very kindly gifted me this gorgeous piece of fabric. I've had so many compliments on it when I've been posting it on Instagram, through like my stories and also on like groups. Yeah, people are so complimentary, and I feel very, very lucky to have a very kind friend who has gifted it me. So yeah, I do think that this should be another part of Jess's business, but she is not too confident with that yet, but it's certainly something to think about, Jess. So definitely think about it. So yeah, like I said, this one's going to go away for a while, but I'm so excited to carry on working on it. I don't know what it is, I just adore it. I feel like a slight fraud because I don't read loads. I did read one book in 2024. And I am partway through a book now. It is a series called Cradle by Will White. If anybody has read it, it's fantastic. I'm on book 3 now, but when I was on holiday I read all of book 2. So yeah, I used to read much more when I was younger, not so much anymore, but I still agree with the sentiment. Books are magic. You can just sort of immerse yourself in that world and it's great. So only a slight fraud is fine. So there we go. Those are all the projects that I worked on throughout December 24 and the start of January 25. The next project that I'm going to be working on is my Evolution Haid. Again, I showed it in my previous video if you want to go and check that out. I think I may have mentioned there, or did she comment it on the video? I can't remember. But basically my friend Sarah, XStitch Mad Sarah on both Instagram and on YouTube, she's doing the same pattern I did. I talked about it on YouTube, I remember now. We have come up with a hashtag, and that is hashtag Threads of Evolution. So if you have that pattern or any pattern that's got EV or that is evolution related, feel free to join in with us and you can use that hashtag. There's no rules to the sale. It is literally just we want to encourage each other, because she had kind of was reluctant to make a start. She's made a start now. That was her New Year start, and I haven't worked on it since, I don't think I worked on it at all in 2024. So I've not worked on it since 2023. So yeah, we're just doing it to encourage each other. I know my friend Gushan, she's got an Evie pattern that she needs to work on, and I'm smiling when I say it because it was actually for my 30th birthday. I'm 31 now. And she's still not finished it. She's so funny. She's such a bugger because she was working on it in front of me. She came to my house and was stitching on it, and I saw it and I was like, oh my god, I love that pattern, I really want to do it. And in her head she was like, you better not, because it's your birthday present. But then she finally told me, I think it was near my, because she got me other presents. She did get me something for my birthday. And yeah, she was like, you know that Evie pattern that you said that you really liked? Yeah, it's for you. So yeah, so she I think she's going to be joining in on the hashtag too. So if you've got something that you want to join in on, then definitely feel free to join us. Other plans for 2025 that I've got, sorry, I didn't say that I was going to do that in the start, but we've just sort of segued into my plans for 2025. My other plan is that I do want to have, so currently I have 6 whips. I have a 7th one kitted up and ready to go. That's the Celestial Orcas pattern that by Needle Lot Designs. And I do want one more. I've not fully decided on what it's going to be yet, but I definitely want to have at least 8 whips. And the reason behind that is because I really want to do March Stitchy Madness this year. March Stitchy Madness is basically like it's something you do over on Instagram. It's like a tournament sort of thing. So you stitch on one thing one day, another thing another day, and then they will sort of be versus each other. So on Instagram you'll put a poll, which pattern should move on to the next round. Your followers will pick, and then that will move into the next part of the bracket, and so on and so forth. So you start with 8, then you go down to 4, then 2, and then 1. So you get an overall winner, and the idea is that you carry on working on that throughout March. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, I really want to do that again this year, so I definitely need to get an 8th project to be able to do that, which shouldn't be a problem. I've got so many things that I want to work on. But anyway, we're going to go back in time now and look at my finishers. So let's get into the finish parade. The first finish that I haven't spoken about on this channel is one that I was doing back in 2022, and it is the part of the Snow Globe collection, which was a range of patterns by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I'm just looking at my notes just to find out when I finished it. I finished it on the 19th of October 2022, and we actually have a segment from Past Beth, so she can tell you all about it. Hello everyone, it's Past Beth and Past Lily here. I just wanted to quickly hop on just to show you the ornament that I made from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is a gift for my stepmom. Oh, hello Lily. Lily wants to show you as well. She's just looking, I'm sat at the window, so she's just looking out the window so you can see her tail wagging. Apologies for that. So I have completed this ornament. It is a birthday present for my stepmom. So I wanted to show you just before I wrap it. Lily's very interested in it, so I need to keep it away from her. But this is the finished piece. Lily, oh my god. Stop it. No. You'll get down. You'll get down. Be good. So as I was saying, this is the piece that I've done for her. This is from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and it is done on perforated paper, so it is actually quite dainty. So I'm quite nervous of the dog. She's settling down now. No, she's not. Okay. So yeah, it's done on perforated paper, and then I have just backed it with some scrapbook paper that I got from Hobbycraft, and then I've just got like a little bit of twine. At the top. It's like paper-based twine. I got the wrong one, but anyway. So yeah, that's that. I just followed the instructions that come with the pattern from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, and you literally just glue it all together and cut it out. It was dead easy. The only variation that I did is that they say to use a glue stick, but I went for a bit of Mod Podge. It is Mod Podge, right? I went for that just because I thought that it might hold it together a bit better than Pritt Stick. So yeah, I'll give you a little bit of a close-up. Here he is. I'm so pleased with this. And yeah, I don't think I explained it, but my stepmom did ask for a Christmas tree ornament. So this is what I've gone with. I am a little bit nervous, I guess. I think I've just not made something that will last, unfortunately, making it out of paper. But I hope that she still likes it, even if it is just a little decoration just for a couple of years. I just think it's really, really cute. That's why I wanted to do it. It's so sweet, and I guess if it does end up kind of like getting bent or whatever, I can make her something different and finish it in a hoop. So yeah, there's that, and I will take it back to Future Beth. Hi, it's Past Beth.
Hi, it's Past Jane.
So I'm here. Today is Jane's birthday. Jane is my lovely stepmom, and I made her a cross stitch for her birthday.
Very nice.
You like it? Do you want to show him the back as well? There we go. Jane is a big YouTube fan, and she was just so excited to be on.
Oh, I am.
On the telly.
Oh, I am.
So there we go. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, thank you for my cross stitch. It's
Oh, that's
lovely.
okay.
And it will be going on my Christmas.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
We'll take a photo and
Yes.
we'll show him when it's
Yeah,
on.
I did ask you last year, didn't I?
You did, and I remembered.
Yes.
And I knew today's the 2nd of November, so I knew I had to do it for now because the Christmas tree will probably be up next week or something, won't it?
And I appreciate it.
Oh, good.
Thank you very much.
Fantastic, you're welcome. Right, so then now we have to snap our fingers again to go back to Future F. So just 3, 2, 1 and then snap your fingers. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. So that was a bit of a blast from the past, eh? I had filmed those clips and completely forgotten about them. They had just stayed on a hard drive for ages and ages, and then when I got my camera back out to restart FlossTube, I just found these random clips and I was like, yeah, okay, let's use them. So I do just want to apologise for the noise for the clip where my stepmom was in it. We were at like a party and just like sat in the corner filming a little segment. But I'm sure you got the gist of it. She has now used that snow globe on her Christmas tree every year since I made it for her. And she has actually, so this year I actually bought her a stamped cross stitch kit of like little Christmas things because she's shown an interest in it, because she wants a hobby. She's really into her sewing, but she wants a hobby that she can sort of multitask and do while she's watching TV. So yeah, she started her own little cross stitch kit. They're just some little smalls that are Christmas themed, so she's hoping to have some more to put on a Christmas tree for herself. So that's super exciting. It's always great to enable people with the hobby. So yeah, that was that finish. The next finish that I have is a pattern called Sleepy from Luca S, and we've got another Past Beth segment, so she could tell you all about it. Okay, and I have the final finish that I did of 2022. I haven't actually shown this finish yet because it was a whip during my last FlossTube. But this is Sleepy by Luca S. And I did this one for my sister because she gave birth to my little baby niece, as you can see, on the 20th of December. So yeah, I'm about to give it to her today, so I hope she likes it. I really enjoyed stitching on this one. It is a really lovely piece. It's one where the back stitch really kind of brings it together, and I really love how the back stitch colours match the colour that it's surrounding. So yeah, this was a really lovely one. I did have a little bit of a nightmare when it came to fully finishing it. This is the first time that I've ever had marks on my piece. I'm not too sure why this had a mark, and my pieces don't normally, but I had to wash it for the first time, which might sound gross. This was the first time that I've ever washed any of my pieces, but it wasn't too difficult. I just got like a bowl of soapy water, and I just used like a little bit of hand soap because it was quite light, and just soaked it for a while. So I'm now trying to remember where the marks were. I think there was one down here. Oh God, hit myself in the face. There was one down here, I believe, that was where the hoop was that I was using, and there was also one just there. I can actually see that one still a little bit, but for the most part it's gone. Hopefully my sister won't notice. But yeah, that's this piece. As you can see, she got a Hallie Ray, and like I said, I'm gonna go and meet her today, so I'm very excited. But yeah, that's about all I've got to say on that one. So we'll go back to Future Beth. And back to Future Beth. Yeah, it seems crazy to talk about that was when Hallie was born, because she's now 2. It's quite funny. I was at my dad's yesterday, and she was there because it was my dad's birthday. We had a great time. She was playing on Spyro. She's such a chatter. She's such a girly girl as well, which is so different because my other like nieces and nephews, it's all boys, they're all nephews. So there's 5 boys, and then Hallie is the girl, and she's the little princess, and she's so sweet. Yeah, she was teaching me how to hold a baby as well because her baby needed feeding, and she gave it to me and she was like, hold her like a baby, and like taught me how to hold her, which is quite concerning that my 2-year-old niece has more motherly instincts than I do, but that's why I've not got kids. And that's it for the Past Beth segments. The rest of my finishes I think I do actually have here. Yeah, that's really lucky. There weren't any that were gifts because I thought I might have to show some as pictures, but I haven't. I've got them all here. I keep all my finishes in this portfolio here, so everything's in there. I thought it might be a cool idea to show, just in case people just stick theirs in a drawer and they don't really know what to do with it. However, My friend Sarah, in her most recent FlossTube, she showed off, it's very, very similar. It's like a similar folder, but it's much nicer than mine. So mine's just this generic black portfolio from Hobbycraft, and she's got this really cute like pink one that's like kind of see-through and really, really nice. So yeah, I might be asking her for the link on Amazon to be able to get one of those for myself, because this one is pretty full as well. I am just going to continue it from the finish parade though, so I think we are in 2023 now. Let's have a look. Yes, we are. I finished this next one on the 3rd of May 2023. Something that I've just realised as well, I've made notes on some of them, but I think there are some random ones in there, so I might just add those at the end and say these are dateless. I don't know when I finished them, but let's talk about them. But first we have this pattern here. This one is so sweet. So this is by Ursula Michaels, and I think it's from Lakeside Needlecraft, but basically my sister bought me this and she started it off. It's very similar to the story with Goo. She didn't finish it in time for my birthday, but with this one I just said that I'll finish it, because to be fair to Zoe, cross stitch isn't her hobby, but she just wanted to make me something because I make other people something, so it was super duper sweet. But I just said I was happy to finish it because I love cross stitching, and she was struggling to find the time. So she made a start. I'm trying to remember what she did. I think she did like most of this part here, and I have spoken about it in previous videos, so those videos it'll be fresher in my mind when I spoke about it then. But yeah, so I remember that she did this bit here, so she's written her name there, Zoe, and when I finished it, I've done this part here and I've written my name there, Beth. And the reason that we changed that is because I think that one may have said bossy, and I think that one said brat, and Zoe was like, I'd rather have like more positive things in it. So I really like that it's even more personal. So we've got that, we've both made this together, we've both worked on half of it. She's done the bigger heart because she's the bigger sister, and I've done the little heart because I'm the little sister, and it's got our names on it. So yeah, it is a very sentimental piece. I do love this. I do want to frame it, and I was going to put it in my living room, but the spot where I want it, the picture that's up there at the minute, it's directly in the sun, so it's really faded from the sunlight, so I would rather protect this because it is super special. But yeah, I think that is a gorgeous piece. It is, like I say, just super sentimental and really sweet. The next finish that I have is another one from 2023, and this is one that I'm super pleased. Oh my god, look at those colours. Oh, I love it so much. I was so pleased with this one when I got it finished. Again, it is just sitting in my portfolio at the minute, but I would like to fully finish this. The plan was to fully finish it as a cushion cover, similar to the one that I showed you earlier, because it does have these hexagon Ada. I didn't give myself a lot of room though, have I? Those margins, Beth, they're not good. It's definitely my weakness in cross stitch. I'm not good at giving good margins, but I think I could make it work, maybe. So yeah, I do really love this. This pattern that I got was an unofficial pattern, so I wouldn't recommend getting it from the same place that I did. If you do want to get the proper version, Gecko Rouge sell kits of it because it's art made by Lorna Lane. So yeah, another lovely one. I do love this one. I'm now moving into 2024 because those were my I think those my official finishes of 2023 that I've documented. The couple of other ones that I've got, I think I probably finished in 2023 as well. But yeah, let's move into 2024. It's not going to take long because there's only two and I've already showed you one. Here's the second one. This is Country Cottage Needleworks Sampler of the Month, and this is the one for January. A very cute little finish. I think I might have even shown it in my last video, you know. Can't remember, but yeah. This one is really nice. Again, the margins aren't that big, are they? But I would quite like to finish this one as like I think it's an A-board that people call them. So that might be another kind of finish that I have in my little vlog that I make. But yeah, I would love to have it framed or like finished, fully finished now so that I can display it because it is January. And then I am working on the February one as well at the minute. That's one of my whips. So yeah, these are very cute little patterns, which I should do a lot quicker because they are so small. But we are where we are. So the other finish of 2024 was the Meadow, which we showed earlier. Northern Lights is technically a finish for 2025, so you got a bonus one. Let's have a look at these random ones. I don't think there's many, but let's show them. So the first one that I have here is this pattern here. It is Sewing is My Therapy by Soph Sewph Crafts. It's not actually fully finished. I've just kind of scrunched up the Ada and put it in the hoop. But yeah, this one is a really, really sweet little pattern. I actually bought it at Stitch Fest 2023. So yeah, there's that one. Okay, and the last one that I've got, I actually don't remember if I showed this. I might have already shown it, you know, but let's just show it again anyway. And it will be shown again very soon as well, and I will explain why. It is this pattern here. It is a pattern by Stitch Rovia, and it says, good friends are like stars, you don't always see them to... sorry, I was reading it in the mirror. I've got a mirror right there. I was reading it in that and I just lost it. Good friends are like stars, you don't always see them to know they are there. This one's a special one because it's one that I made with my friends Goo and Alice. We did this as a round robin and we all stitched the same pattern. So we've got 3 versions of this same pattern, but we just broke it up into different sections. So we started off with the middle section. So I stitched my own in the middle, passed it round. So then I stitched somebody else's at the top and they did mine, passed it around again, and we did the same at the bottom. This one is Gushan's piece. We know that whose is whose because of the needle minders that we got. Alice got us these, so Gushan got the buttercup, Alice got the blossom, and I got the bubbles. I have still got this because Gushan lost hers. It was misplaced, but we had some great news this week and she has found it. So I would love to have Gushan and Alice back on the channel so that we can finally swap these over. And yeah, and then we finally have our finished pieces. We had some wonderful dreams that we would do. We called it a friendship sal, and we were like, let's do one every year. This one's from 2022 and we haven't done one since. We haven't even like given them back. So yeah, that didn't happen, but it was so fun. It was really, really lovely, and it was so nice having those videos with them on the channel as well. So yeah, a lot of good memories with this one. It is yeah, holds a special place in my heart, this one does. And I think that's it. Look, I did just have a quick look in my portfolio and it looks like I've spoken about everything else that is in there. So yeah, that's great news. I did want to just really, really quickly give a couple of shout outs. One is to Dark XStitch. She gave me a shout out, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for that shout out. She was basically talking through some FlossTubers that she had recently watched and she recommended them to her viewers. So I'm going to do the same and recommend her back to you guys. Another shout out is for Soph Sewph. She ended up mentioning an old video of mine that I did with my partner Mark. We did the partner stitch quiz and she mentioned that she was going to do the same with her partner, so that's really, really exciting. I hope that they get that video made. It did actually get me thinking that I would love to do another one with Mark. I don't know if he'd be up for it, and I would have to think of like other questions to ask her. I don't know if I'd make it maybe like FlossTube related questions. I don't know. It could be fun. I'll ask him, but I don't know. I don't know if he'd be up for it or not. If you can hear barking, I'm really sorry. That's Lily. Lily? Lily, come! Come here, sweetie! She's a nuisance. Oh, she's coming! Hi! Do you want to come say hi to everyone? Come here. You can go. Go on then. Ah, here she is. Say hi to FlossTube. Sit down then. Lily, sit. Lily, sit. Good girl. Look up here. Look here. Oh. There she is. I had been looking through my old footage, looking for those past Beth clips, and seeing some of Lily, and I was, oh my god, she was so small. I think she did, I can't remember, I think she is in this video when she was a little pup. So there you go, here's the contrast. This is what she looks like now. Lily, look up here, this way. Oh, look at her, she's so grown up. She's a big girl. She doesn't like it when I pick her up. Okay, alright. The people can't see you. I don't think she cares. There we go, that's better. What time is it? Oh, I bet you're getting hungry, aren't you? Are you ready for some dinner? Is that why you came to get me? Are you starving? You want to go get some food? Okay. Can I wrap this up? Oh, okay. Alrighty. I'll just wrap this up and then we'll go feed you, okay? Just give me a minute. She's very demanding. Thank you so much for watching this video. And like I said again, thank you so much to everybody that subscribed. I was so shocked. I didn't expect, I didn't expect that at all. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I hope everybody had a great break over the Christmas New Year period. I didn't open on it because it feels like it was so long ago now, but I do wish everybody well. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you again soon.